All right, here we go with yet another applications of linear equation or word problem. So as I've mentioned before, I have to have a problem. So there's a problem, and I want you to read that just to understand what is going on. So the sum of the measures of the angle of a triangle is 180 degrees. In a triangle named A, B, and C, the angles A and B have the same measure, while the measure of angle C is 60 degrees greater than each of those angles. What is the measure of the three angles? In this case, in every case that you can, really, I'd like for you to draw a picture. Pictures bring together all sorts of things. It's just absolutely nuts. So I got a triangle, and it really doesn't matter what my triangle looks like. As you can see, I'm not the greatest artist. All right, so it says angles A, B, and C. That's the triangle. In these triangles, A and B both have the same measure, which means they are the same exact guy. Over here, 60, this in angle C, it is greater than those guys by 60 degrees. And it doesn't really matter which one of those guys it is. All right. So when we start putting things together here, we're going to find out that the measure of angle A plus B plus C better get me 180 degrees. A equals B. So we already know what those guys are. So we need to know what C is. Now, if we write this out, we know that angle A is B. We know that angle B is A, but I really don't want to do that because I want to solve for one variable. B is also B, so we could just leave it in B. If you wanted this to be A, you could leave it in A. But C is actually 60 degrees greater than these guys. So pick one of them. In this case, how do I write 60 degrees more than B? It would be B plus 60. And now I know every single thing there is to know about those guys. All right. So now all I have to do, in essence, is plug them back in. So A is going to get plugged back in. B is going to get plugged in. And C, which is now this guy, gets plugged back in. So I'm going to scroll down here just a little bit because I'm not really worried about the English anymore. I just got to plug this in real quick. What you're going to find is A, that we've called B because they're equal angles, plus B, which is also B, plus C, which is now B plus 60, is equal to 180. And now I've found my working equation. I don't have to worry about the English anymore. I can just concentrate on math. So these two guys were equal, if you remember. A and B were equal. And this angle C was 60 degrees greater. If it's 60 degrees better than angle B, it's also 60 degrees larger than angle A. So let's go ahead and work through this problem. No, you probably don't need the parentheses, but that's okay. Difference between angle A, B, and C. That's all I did was wrap that together. And so I add those together. I get 3B plus 60 equals 180. I subtract 60 from the left side. When I do, I subtract it from the right side. And angle B is now 40 degrees. Now, once I found my answer, I want to go back up. It asks for what are the measurements of the angles. So angle A, angle B, and angle C, right? There's angle A, angle B, and angle C. Well, we already found out that angle B was 40 degrees. Well, angle B and angle A are the exact same measurements, which means it is also 40 degrees. Make sure we label. And angle C is 60 degrees more than angle B, which makes it 100 degrees. So there's my answer. Here again, I want to know what's right. Add those guys up. 40 is 80, and 100 is 180. All the angles add up to 180. Angle A and angle B are both the same measures, as it says in the readings. And angle C is 60 degrees more than angle B, 60 degrees more than angle A. Everything it says up here in the English and everything it says down there in the math lines up and parallels each other.